Hey, mahal everyone! Welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I am your host 40 and we are back with another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. This time we're going to be talking about the next new character event hitting the global version of the game, The Caring Adventurer, featuring Final Fantasy XI's Lion. We get to unlock Lion just like with any other character event after clearing the Conversation event following event stage 1. We're going to have access to Lion's 5-star 35 CP armor called the Assassin's Vest from this event. Remember, we get 2 free copies after clearing events stages 3 and 5. Lion herself is interesting. She's a physical DPS unit. She specializes in dealing more brave damage to an enemy that's not targeting her, and she always hits with 100% accuracy. So pretty interesting kind of a character here. Taking a deeper dive into the kind of character that she is a physical DPS unit with a crystal affinity of light and a speed tier of being very fast. Taking a look at her stats, what stands out to me is that her HP and max brave are pretty high. Her attack is pretty decent. However, her initial brave and her defense are on the low side, so you just want to keep that in mind should you decide to use Lion. She has 2 abilities. Ability 1 being Sneak Attack, which is a one-hit brave attack with 100% accuracy, and it deals more damage to the target not targeting her. Powder Keg is also a one-hit brave attack. This time, this deals a small defense down debuff, also has 100 accuracy, and again, deals more damage to the target when it's not targeting her. And then she also has a Brave Attack Plus, which is just a basic one-hit brave attack that hits harder, and it deals more damage to the target when not targeting Lion. Taking a look at her crystal passives, the ones that I would definitely pass on are Critical Power Up and Break Speed Up. She's already fast enough as it is, being fast speed tier, so she doesn't really need Break Speed Up. Then Critical Power Up, if you have the necessary CP to spend on it, the extra CP laying around after farming up some of her artifact passives, you can slap this on her, but she doesn't really need it. Everything else of her is pretty good. Brave Attack Up is great because it raises her attack when her Brave is greater than 50%, so that's pretty good to have on her. Now, taking a look at her artifact passives, Brave Guard, 1-star, 2-star. Again, defense is one of those statistics in Dissidia Opera Omnia, which is the least prioritized, so you might want to pass on that unless you really want to increase her defense. Brave Speed Up, 1-star, 2-star. She gets an increase in speed whenever her Brave is over 50% of her max. Again, I don't think she needs it just because she's already fast enough as it is. However, the artifact passives that focus on powering up the brave damage that both Sneak Attack and Powder Keg do are the ones that you probably want to go for. And you also want to go for Attack plus 108 because that artifact passive is just great on almost any character, and maybe even Max Brave plus 330. Now, taking a look at the summoning banner, we're going to have 2 35 CP weapons. The first one being 35 CP Misery Cord for Lion. This gives a damage output boost to Powder Keg, and it also lowers its action delay. It also increases the potency of defense down, and it extends its duration. It also grants a small max brave up and medium crit rate up for 6 turns to Lion, and it has a potential to inflict a small max brave down for 6 turns to the enemy. We also have her 15 CP Lust Dagger. This one improves Sneak Attack's damage output and also lowers its action delay. It also grants a small attack up to Lion for 6 turns when she's using it on an enemy that's not targeting her. We're also going to have access to 5-star 35 CP Omni Rod for Ishtula, which grants a increased Brave Up for Medica 2, and her small max Brave Up is also granted to her for 5 turns. And I'm sorry, I pronounced that Ishtula, it's Ishtola, so sorry about that. Now, the other 15 CP weapons we're going to have access on this banner is 15 CP Thyrus for Ishtola, so we're pretty familiar with that, and also 5-star 15 CP Flame Tongue for Galoof. If you don't have those 15 CP weapons, well, this is your chance to get them. Now, what are my thoughts on this banner? Should you pull? Should you not pull? The jackpot for me is Ishtola's Omni Rod, because Medica 2 is a very good ability, especially when you use it during the summoning phase. However, Lion herself as a character compared to the rest of the cast on Global, unless you really like her, I honestly find her kind of lacking. She doesn't have an HP follow-up with any of her abilities, and her mechanic, it's interesting, but it's not a game changer. So you could maybe see her as like a decent Brave Shaver, but it's unfortunate that her abilities only hit once. It's just a one-hit Brave attack, but she's pretty, it looks like she might be a fun character to use, so if you like her, definitely pull on this banner. But if you already have some strong units and strong support, it's another pass because these weapons will definitely come back for other banners. Now, the armor token shop is going to have an upgrade. We're going to be getting the Assassin's Vest there for Lion. So that one gives her an attack plus 72 and defense plus 84. The Healer's Robe and Diamond Armor are already in there, but I just mentioned it because these are the synergy characters alongside Lion. Now the boss for this is going to be the Commander Beast and the Worker Beast. So these are a type of wolf type enemies, except they have a very interesting mechanic that you want to watch out for. So the mechanic you want to watch out for is the Commander Beast will instruct the Worker Beast to cover for him. So that means when you target the Commander, the Worker is going to jump in front of it, either taking a Brave attack or HP attack, whatever type of single target attack that you're going to be using on the Commander Beast. So definitely take out the Workers first, and then afterwards take out the Commander. And you probably want to save your summon after you take out his Workers. However, he will be every now and then using Assemble to resummon them, so that means you got to take them out again. And the attacks that the Commander uses that you want to watch out for is Beast Flare, which is a Brave magic attack plus HP that has a low turn rate, and then Comet Rain, which is his AoE Brave magic attack. So that's something just to keep in mind as far as the boss event for the Caring Adventurer event. Now, some tips before diving into the Lion event before it comes out. Farm the white crystals to unlock as many passives upon unlocking Lion, so then that way she'll be a little bit more usable as soon as you unlock her. If you have the synergy characters built up, which is Ishtola and Galoof, definitely use them alongside Lion because they're going to have the increased stats just like with any synergy event. Some other recommended units that I personally recommend, Ramza and Aiko. Aiko especially, she is just stupid powerful right now in global with her Brave regen, and as well as if you have her 35 CP weapon, that's just icing on the cake with her Smite. And then some strong DPS units, Squall, Lightning, Papalymo, and Tidus, because they have the Brave plus HP attack. And then I also recommend Sabin, because Sabin has his AoE Brave attack, so that way you can hit all 3 enemies and potentially scoring a Brave break on all 3 of them. Now your summon of choice, Ifrit, Shiva, and Odin for single play, and then the basic Chocobo and Sylph for the faster clears for co-op. Alright, after following the details for this event, we're going to be taking a look at some gameplay for the Lion event on my JP account, so let's go ahead and take a look at that gameplay. Alrighty guys, here we are with some gameplay from my JP version of Dissidia Opera Omnia, just showcasing one of the stages for the upcoming Lion event that's going to be hitting global within a few days. That way you guys get some sort of a visual on what to expect for this event. So we're going to be taking the Synergy Party, we're going to be taking Lion, Ishtola, and Galoof. My characters are fairly built up as far as these 3. I only have their 15 CP weapons, but since we're tackling stage level 50, I don't foresee this being too difficult. Hopefully we don't have to summon the Squall ally unit. So yeah, this is going to be it right here. So we have just a basic mob of wolves, which actually is kind of cool because it fits the theme, since the Commander Beast and the Worker Beast is a variant of the wolf enemy. Alright, and I'm going to save the ability when we actually get to the boss fight, just so be a little bit more manageable. And Galoof will definitely shine if you have him built up, because he is that cover tank and he can counter and potentially score a Brave break on the enemies here. So he might be an all-star if you decide to use a synergy character for this event. Right. I do like Lion's animation. When she uses her HP attack, she tosses her dagger up in the air and then like dashes forward with it. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so this is the mid-boss, which is this blue turtle. So we're just going to actually use her sneak attack. So it's targeting all, so that one we didn't get the bonus of it not targeting her, because it's targeting all. We're going to delay it once with stone. And then I'm actually going to use cover on Ishtola here, because I want to get the mastery for it before the actual boss fight. Don't want to get broken, so we're just going to do this. Great. Okay, one more wave of mobs before we actually get to the boss. Let's use Powder Keg on this mob right here. summon ready, which is perfect. Okay. So again, because we're going to be fighting a total of 3 enemies, you do want to take out the ads first, so that way you don't have to deal with them covering up for the Commander Beast. So we're going to let's actually save our abilities. We're going to use just a regular Brave attack. Build up our Brave here. Alright, so he buffed him up. Let's actually hopefully score a break on the Commander Beast. There we go, and we got the debuff on him. Very cool, so we got the cover from Galoof. Nice. Alright, let's actually use Blade Block. Nice. So Galoof is definitely going to come in handy. The only attacks you gotta watch out for is his AoE Comet Rain, because that one is a magic attack, but he's actually gonna be pretty good for this event. Alright, we're gonna try to score a break here first before summoning. Okay, no break, but we're gonna do this. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and summon, and we're just gonna try to deal as much damage as we can possible now that the boss is by himself. Okay, now I'm just gonna bring a Squall unit in. Didn't want to have to do that, but these 3 characters of mine aren't as built up as my other ones. And at least you guys get to see a little bit of what Squall gets in the future, so that's that. I just didn't want to prolong this fight any longer. Boom. And let's go ahead and finish him off. Alright guys, well that is going to be it for some gameplay for the upcoming Line event, which is going to be hitting the global version of the game. Again, guys, don't forget, I do have a Discord. I will be leaving the link in the video description and the pinned comments as always. Be sure to check out my Discord community. I also take suggestions for what kind of videos you guys want to see in my YouTube channel, or some other ideas that you guys want me to do or feature on the channel as far as Opera Omnia wise. So be sure to check that out. Alright guys, I am the Broadway Saiyan. My name is 40. Stay tuned for the next video, and mahal everyone.